Um, my name is Chege Kirundi. I'm a lawyer, and I have my colleagues here who are also lawyers. I want to confirm that we, as a firm, drew the will of the late Cohen. Seated with me on my left is Gabriel, the sister to Cohen. And on my right, I have his elder brother, Bernard. I have Roy here, who is the husband of Gabriel. And all the other persons that are here, except yourselves, are friends of Cohen and lawyers as well. As you may have read in the press, I did write a letter to Morgan inviting him today to come for the reading of the will at 11:30. I have waited for him, or rather we have waited for him up to this time. He has not come. Having not come up to now, as you can see now it's close to 1 o'clock, we cannot wait anymore. And I want to apologize for keeping you that long. We kept you here awaiting his coming. But up to now, he has not come. Neither has he sent a representative. Having lost Cohen for a while, his body having been found and identified, the post-mortem carried out, we had the assumption that by now also we will have received the other necessary documents that are necessary after the post-mortem. We don't have them as yet. But then I want to confirm that there's no doubt that Cohen is not with us, and therefore I'm of firm opinion also, as the keeper of the will, that time has come for it to be read. Of course, you may be aware that Gabriel does not live here, or Bernard. It's Cohen who lived here. Having said that, I want to confirm that this is the will. You can take photographs, you can take video, and this is the will in its original form. You can see that it has the will, the seal. The seal has not been broken at all. The other side is the same. It is sealed. Nobody has broken the seal. And you are free to even get a closer look if you want. This will has not been leaked to any person since it was sealed. So I want to confirm to you members of press that any allegation that this will has been leaked, it's not true. However, I want to state to you that I will read this will. And reading the will is private matter to the family of the deceased. So I will, or we will retreat after this address to you, and I will open it up to the members of the family. And those ones will be there witnessing, will witness the will. So that is going to happen soon after we leave you. I will ask Mr. Obeta to say 1 or 2 words, and after that bring this address to closure. Mr. Obete?
Yes, yes.
You say something?
Yes, yes. The information about
Please.
the information about this will to be opened had been circulating in the media, but I'll have to confirm that my landed senior here had actually written a letter formally, and the family that I'm also representing in court got the invitation. They are here, they are present. Mr. Murgor had gotten an invitation, but you saw the way he chose to respond, and he's not, let us make this clear, he has not been prevented from coming to this. He has not been closed out in any way. He has chosen by himself not to be here, and he says this is under the instructions of his client. I have been in court right now on the issue of the burial. We had reached some kind of consensus with the state and also Mr. Murgor about the issue of the burial. And I was also with his assistant, Mr. Oma, in court until this moment. I even informed them that I am coming for this will opening, and I invited him to accompany me here. If Mr. Murgor is not going to be present, then he can be allowed to attend. He said he's not going to come here. I called Mr. Murgor on phone. Mr. Murgor has still confirmed to me that he is not going to attend to this because he knows that this will has been tampered with. You have seen that it is not true. You have seen that it is sealed. So the information that he had saying that this the family had been informed about the process of the will and the sister being given something and the brother being given something, even we right now as we sit, the sister is here and everybody else, we do not know what is in this will. Hereafter, we will know. Hereafter, it is going to be for the family purposes. But his allegations that has been tampered with has gone to an extent more of even saying that he is aware that this tampering must have been done with the help of some people out there. I want us to be clear. Sometimes when we want to play these games, let's not play it out to the detriment and the sentiments of the people who are sitting here. Do not even try to impute. Mr. Kirundi, he's my senior, and this Mr. Murgor's senior. Do not try to throw mud into the water and say that nobody's going to have a bath in that water. He's going to try to kill the reputation of Mr. Kirundi. If he has a problem with this will, let him challenge it at a later stage. But at this particular moment, it is being opened, it has no problem, it is sealed. If he has a problem with that, let him come later. But let him not throw mud and say he has information that some person or maybe some Luo man or anybody else is tampering with this thing. Let us end it there. Here is the will, it's going to be open. That game must stop.
Thank you. You may now take leave from my chambers.
Kindly just
Sorry?
the will. The will.
Show it to the...
Oh, the will.
Yes.
Yeah. The family.
This is the other side of the wheel. The other side.
When was
You
it?
can take a close up. Now the date will be, it's inside.
A year, 5 years, or a month.
The date of the wheel is inside.
Yeah, when did you receive it?
When did you?
Yeah, when did you receive it?
When was it sealed and when did you receive it? How long have you been receiving it?
For how long have you been Okay, when did you receive the will?
We don't give them the date that is inside.
Oh, the latest. That's what you're asking?
Yes. Was the will?
When did you receive that sealed?
No. The will was prepared in this office. It was sealed in this office.
When?
I mean, how long have you been having it? That will not compromise.
You're making us even drop it.
What do you want to know?
It's very important.
You can read it on top. It's written in his will, his name.
That information is not coming out, so
That's a very important details. Okay.
Wakili, when did you receive the will?
Yeah.
Kind
You see,
no, he did not. You see, he did
When
not receive it. It was prepared here.
When did?
When
Oh, go ahead.
when was it prepared?
It is inside the will. It is written in the will.
I'm sure we have some inventory of a man.
We don't want the details.
Able give me my phone to the behind there.
So, are you satisfied now?
We want to know when.
Because okay, you prepared it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It could have been last year, or last month, or last week.
Yeah.
No. It's not last year, it is this year.
When was it?
I'm not going to disclose more than that.
Which one?
Let's wait for
We
the
didn't want the
time.
details, we just want
Will
to
you
know.
brief us?
Will you brief us after?
After you open it?
Tell me everything after.
You can bring them up.
Can you brief us once?
No. After the disclosure of what is inside, it will be the discretion of the family,
To say.
Yeah.
not me anymore.
Roughly how long?
How long will it take?
No, we're opening it just now. It will take
Then
probably
you come
10
back
minutes.
and
10 minutes.
Yeah, if they decide to give you details, then they can
They
put
will,
it.
they will be the latest.
But for me, I'll close up here.
People write them in the will.
Once I read,
I haven't written
the
mine.
content goes to the family, and the family has discretion to give you details.
You know, at the end of the day, you'll also remember that at the time when this was being done, it's for him, he cannot reveal to you what the details are because it's still privileged, and the person who executed it is the person who's dead. So his instructions cannot be beyond that. He cannot even reveal because that person cannot be back alive and say ongea. So the details, if the family wants to reveal,
So we can
or he will be having the permission. But in the meantime, let us go and proceed and open it.
Is it also in the wish of Cohen that friends be part of those witnessing? Because we've seen the former MP, Miro is here, and family members. Is it part of the...
No, the opening of the will is done in the presence of the family, and if they decide to have friends with them, that is okay.
But there must be a directive that was given by the deceased that who should be present when you are unveiling this.
Yes, generally it's the members of the family.
Sarah is a member of that family.
She has been invited to be here through Mo.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that has
You
connected.
know she's in custody, so we invited her through Mo. And she has given instructions to Mo, but she is not coming. And we give him enough time to also come. Up to this time. You know how long we have waited. We gave him time, enough time.
Okay, one more question.
Yeah.
So does it mean that the fact that Sarah has decided not to attend this process, that she is not satisfied, or it is a sign of oncoming legal battle?
I cannot speculate.
That is a choice that they'll make.
They have a choice.
Yes.
Once you open the will, there's a process called probate process, and that's a judicial process. And she has an opportunity there to object or not to object. It's our discussion.
The course of action that they want to take, or
Okay,
the reason why they're
final
not
one,
coming, they'll make by themselves.
Why now? Why
Right.
now? Why now?
What?
Opening of the will.
The reason is that he's no longer alive. And if you're not alive,
That's
what
the moment.
speaks for you
It activates
is
it.
the will.
The death activates a will.
I wish I could offer you that.
Are you okay?
So good afternoon again, members of the press. We left here with promise that we are going to open the will, and read it. I want to confirm to you that where the will was opened, in presence of the brother Bernard and sister Gabriel and her husband Ryan, and the contents of the will are now known by the family. There were a few friends who attended the opening of the will. So we have finalized the exercise that we came here to do. However, up to now, Morogo has not arrived, and we have already finalized the exercise. So I want to thank you very much for your patience, and we hope that you are now satisfied with the exercise. Thank you very much.
One question.
Family listed.
Share the contents of the will.
The position is that they don't want to share the content of the will as it now, because it's still a private matter. Once the matter is, the probate process begins, it will be part of the court process and it will be public at that stage. So as it now, no.
Okay, still on our earlier question. Can the family, now that you're privy or you've seen the will, can you confirm when the will was prepared?
We don't want to give any contents of the will. You wait for it to go through the court process. You remember also, the court has a guide information that pertains to a legal process. And it's good to respect the court, it's good to respect the courts, and that is our position.
No, we're asking, is it this year, last year, when?
The will,
the timelines.
The will is part of a legal process. And we do have a letter from Mo insinuating that he might challenge the will. So the matter remains within the court process. It is part of what we should regard as it now. In terms of the law, in terms of ethics, in terms of respect of rule of law.